A view of the mighty Rajang, the longest river in Malaysia. So peaceful and serene. But 80 years ago, that was not the case. At that time, the Japanese occupation was coming to an end, and Major William Sochon led an operation named Semut III, swept down from Long Aka all the way to Sibu. About 450 native fighters across the region played a vital role to the success of the operation. On 16 September 1945, he signed the surrender papers with Lieutenant Noda, commander of the Japanese forces in Sibu. And on 11 October 2025, 80 years later, a commemoration of the Japanese surrender was held.
日本来的时候啊，哇，那个妈妈如果不在家就叫我，要到如果听到那个飞机来啊，就要逃难啊，就带着弟弟妹妹逃去我们家后面的郊野里面啊，隔壁的老婆婆，她本来我妈妈说要叫她照顾我们，她比我们更加早了就逃去了。那个时候，这个我那个时候我可能是7、8岁哦。我听到大人说啊，你遇到日本兵啊，如果没有跟他敬礼啊，他会打你哦。我们小孩子好像不愁吃了，就是我们知道那个饭啊、米啊饭很少，用那个番薯啊，番薯掺这个米饭煮的，就是我们就叫番薯米啊，真的是在想起来是很苦的，但是我们那个时候哪里知道，不知道大人的苦啊，就是还是一样的。
Is the site 80 years ago, 16 September, the Japanese Imperial Army surrendered to the Allied force in this location, which used to be the warehouse of the Sarawak steamship. It was next to the port, or I think Rajang Port not yet ready. So this is the jetty for Sibu. The warehouse was there, that's why the commemoration was done here. That was 80 years ago. Many people in Sibu have forgotten our history. You ask the young people in town about the Second World War, they all think that Sibu not involved in Second World War. They didn't know the Japanese was here for 3.5 years until they surrendered on 16 September 1945. So today's event, we want to commemorate it for the people of Sibu, for the next generation to know the sacrifice made by our people in defending our freedom.
这里我张成工会很感激我们的筹备会团队和我们的市长错爱我们师傅单纯工会，叫我们加入树立这个80周年的纪念碑的成员。我也很感激，特别是我们的 SMC 的主席，他给了很努力的安排，上亿元拿到，给了很多的策划、推动和帮助，他才能够选到这个张纯营这片土地上。 来输入顺利起84周年日军投降的纪念币。
I am very proud that something like this has been erected in Sibu. As you know, September the 3rd, the world shattering the Chinese celebration of the 80th anniversary of Japanese surrender in China was broadcasted all over the world. So I think I was informed by Dr. John Chiu that the Japanese surrender on September the 16th, quite a coincidental date, and then it is somewhere around here. So we are celebrating this, we are commemorating this. It is not just us, it is even in China, even in other places, they are doing that. It's because they all experience the surrender of the Japanese during September of 1945.
So a big thank you to the Sarawak Tourism Federation.
They shall not grow old, as we that are left behind grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, in the morning, we will remember them. We all respond, we will remember them.
Years ago, Semut Special Forces conducted the first drop of 8 people with 3 liberated planes coming from Molokai, Indonesia, dropping in the Special Force codename Semut III. Today, we honor these people who have fought for Sarawak. You know, Semut, they jumped into Bario. They went to fight down the Padang River, but Semut I went to Pakralang under Tom Harrison, Major Tom Harrison. And then Semut II was under Major Tom Carter, who was the ex-shell surveyor. And he fought down the Padang River up to Marudi, because all the Japanese were in Miri that time. And then Major Sochong came over from North Akka, 2 weeks hike in the jungle to Balaga and started to fight the Japanese down the Rejang River. Balaga, Kapik, Song, and Awe. I thank the chief president of the Chuan Association. It was 3 or 4 years of darkest time in the history of Sarawak. It was also a time for liberation, when all the races joined with the Allied forces, trained by them, with the Chinese and Malay, fought all along our rivers, down to Bukit Hill.
Well, today we commemorate unveiling of the monument of the 80th anniversary. It's a job that we have carried out, meaningful for the people of Sibu. The real thing is whether the people of Sibu will appreciate it, they'll come and visit it, learns a bit of our own history. That's the meaning of it. We should not forget our history.
Yeah, this is a very meaningful thing. Why? Because this is part of Sibu history. Not many people knew about. When Dr. Chong Chiu came to see me, I didn't know much about this. And he told me that it is in this spot. So I tried my best to arrange it from Sibu Municipal Council. And then fortunately all the parties agreed. And then fortunately we came to this agreement to use the exact spot so that we can let Sibu people know, okay, that this actually is very significant event happened in Sibu. And I hope future generations would know, because of what we did today, that this thing happened 80 years ago.
Sebagai anggota tentera, rasanya sungguh bangga lah. Saya amat berbesar hati kerana veteran di Sibu dijemput untuk mengenal sejarah penyerahan Jepun di Sibu.
A highly significant day for Sibu to unveil the monument in Sibu to mark the liberation of Sarawak. Although it's called the surrender of the Japanese during the Second World War, I think it's more significant that it's actually when all the races got together to fight against the common enemy and make Sarawak prosperous again.
I feel very happy about it. This is very unforgettable experience.
This event, I feel very happy, and then I do a lot of practice for this event.
I learned something very useful.